talk about how we adjust the bench press to PRI principles. It's a really extended lift, especially in competition. But when we're talking about just building muscle, do we really need to be all arched, and does it have to be a true 1 rep max, or can we pull our rib cages down? And as long as it's time under tension, and that's what builds muscle, I don't know that some of the things you have to do that maybe force you to use a little bit less weight, I don't know that it's necessarily a bad thing. And if it's anything like squat, you end up being able to do just about as much weight after you get used to the movement. So let's go ahead. Just a typical bench press. So what we're looking for is a flared rib cage. So you can see his ribs sticking out right here pretty well. Go ahead and do a couple reps. A lot of times we're teaching to pull our chest down to the bar, or to have an arch that I can get my hand through. Okay, but go ahead and rack it and kind of get reset. What I'm looking for is that your heels are down, and that there's really not much of an arch. It's really we're talking more about that squeezing your butt, and that you pull your rib cage down to start. So go ahead and get in position. So now his rib cage is kind of flattened out a little bit. So he's pulling down and then exhaling to keep his abs. And he's doing a good job, because a lot of times you say pull your rib cage down when a kid's extended and they have to pick up their head. So to be able to pull down and keep your head back, that's good. So that way your neck and your traps aren't doing the work of your abs. So if they still can't figure it out, I have them put their feet up on the bench. So now look, it's a little bit more of like a crunch position. He's doing a rep there. And then if they still don't get it, moving them up. So now he really is flexed, okay? And so he's still getting a workout out of this. You'll feel this in your chest and your arms, okay? So rack it. Another option is that we just take half the bench out from under them. So moving over to our other bench. This one has a Swiss bar or a football bar on it. They're a great tool because it allows you to manipulate grip to either get some more tricep, or at least to stay neutral right here with your hand position. So if you have it, it's a great tool, and I like it better than a regular bar. But if you don't, this works just as well for a regular barbell. So now what we're looking for here is just his upper back is on the bench. Now he's really got to push through his heels and squeeze his glutes. So go ahead and bring it up. And then now he's getting flexed, so he round out a little bit. You don't have to arch here. So now, squeeze your butt. There you go. So now his rib cage is just about disappeared. Nothing's flaring out hardly at all. He's right there. Now he's doing reps. And the temptation for any of these is on the way down, or to get it moving again once you touch your chest, is to kind of hitch it and then you come back up. So it's really looking to have control right there is something that you're looking for. Go ahead and you can rack it. So for a max rep bench test, I don't know that this is a technique that you're always going to be able to use. For your football guys that you're just trying to get them ready for the 225. Okay, fine. Maybe that senior semester, go ahead and start teaching them that arch. But for purely muscle building purposes and taking care of those shoulders, this is a great way to avoid some of those issues.